HRX by Hrithik.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
1-8 Virat Kohli, massive. Sent it at the right time to a bigger player while still holding some amount of equity to keep scaling that. My favorite example is Jay-Z, right? He runs the most number of businesses. And music counts to 3% of his overall revenue.
It's crazy.
I don't know if it's the right example, but I think the FMCG felt scared about a bigger Patanjali. I think Baba Ramdev he was the biggest influencer led brand. True. Am I right or
100%.
Because Patanjali has shaken. What's up, guys? I'm Agastya Shah.
I'm Abhishek Garg.
Ayushmann Sinha.
I'm Shubham Singhal. Janak Bhanushali. My name is Rana.
I'm Hitesh.
A lot of us think we're great businessmen and we can run and operate any business. That is not the case again. If you are a talent manager trying to set up a business with your creator, with your talent, with your artist, understand the fact that you have not done this in the past.
Correct.
So partner with the right people to even run that business, to operate that business. If you're not going to get the right brand manager, you're not going to work with the right production vendor, you're going to screw up your creator's name, you're going to screw up your name, and you're going to lose a lot of money in the process. So very straight up, everyone needs to understand that just because you run a service agency really well does not mean you're going to have the same kind of success.
That's what we believe completely. I think Ayushmann knows whom we partnered up.
Yeah, we have common partners.
I don't know if I can say it right now or no, but soon you will come to know, and we have a common friend, a very good hospitality company, and we are working with them. And I think that's what the whole thing is. I can't do everything. I can suggest.
Correct. It's a very collaborative industry only. We if we don't collaborate, we won't grow. So we need to understand we're not product guys at all. We don't know most of the stuff when it comes to product. And if we can outsource that's better. We see all agencies
We do what
here,
we do best.
we all agencies here will be the bedrock of something bigger. We are building a marketing arm of a bigger company. That's how I see it. And leave the product to somebody else, leave the design to somebody else, and let them do their job. And let's market that because we know how to market. That's
If you're going to go straight up against the bigger D2C, FMCG, etc. brands, you need to come with the same kind of team, with the same kind of experience to be able to deliver that. Just your creator's name is not going to.
You can't enter a gunfight with
So, like one question that I have with what Ayushmann you said, do you think creator-led brands can compete with the biggest of brands which are existing right
100%.
now?
I mean, we're putting our money down on the table for the fact that we
better hope so.
want that.
Let's just say that.
But they have to be run like
best
brands.
examples, right? HRX by Hrithik. Massive. 1-8 Virat Kohli, massive. I know I'm giving anomalies and you're going to celebrate.
Right example.
These are celebrity brands, but
But then Mr. Beast, Feastables. In the US, you had so many of those.
The right example, but I think the FMCG felt scared about a bigger Patanjali. I think
Oh, yes.
the biggest influencer.
yes.
The biggest influencer led brand.
Yes.
I don't know. Am I right or that?
And he shaked up the industry, man. Shaken up.
FMCG brands, right?
Taken
I
up
think
a-
the world, they didn't think that someone's going to make such a big brand.
And all
And
large
this is
FMCG
all Baba
guys got
Ramdev. It was all Baba Ramdev,
one
and
else.
then he created that whole. I think that is the biggest learning that you can have. That
And I think the reason, very, very interesting two examples, right? The reason both HRX by Hrithik, Patanjali by Baba Ramdev, fundamentally why they work, right? Because the ethos of these brands are with the people who represent them. Right? If any of them are not connected to fitness, to yoga, to wellness the way they are, it's not going to resonate in the product.
Again, it's completely elaborating the point you've been discussing about over and over again, understanding your audiences. They've hit it bang on with their understanding of their audiences part and cashed in.
And then obviously they've created great product. I mean, HRX
that's-
is genuine good
that's
product.
100%.
High quality stuff.
They also exited at the right time to a bigger player while still holding some amount of equity. to keep scaling that. My favorite example is Jay-Z, right? He runs the most number of businesses. And music counts to 3% of his overall revenue.
It's crazy.
Right. So I think
Awesome.
we'll just summarize
Yep.
this talk. I think we can go on, and all of us have something to do. So, like, if you guys could give your closing thoughts on
Have a great team.
on the future of creator economy, what is it that you see changing the game, or like what are some of the trends that you see shaping the creator economy as we see?
I think the creator should start.
Put the pressure. Put the pressure.
No pressure.
No, what I feel like
how it will shape. So to be honest, I've been doing this for 3 years. This year's 3 years. And it's already changed so much in 3 years, and I didn't think I would be where I am in 3 years, or the economy or the kind of opportunities, celebrities collaborating with creators 3 years ago didn't happen at the scale that it's happening today. So I feel like as long as people keep innovating, as long as we have brainstorming sessions like this one, I don't see a glass ceiling that can't be broken. Series or episodic content, I feel like in the next 1.5 or 2 years will be something that the audience will be more interested in, even on like a YouTube channel. It's been done, like Taza Khabar, for example. Sorry, Dhindora, for example. But I don't know. That's what I'm thinking right now for the next.
Absolutely valid. I would have actually looked at here and said, you can tell me how my economy is growing, but fundamentally, I mean, I think the power of how this economically grows for a creator slowly is going to move to a creator, right? That's going to be the fundamental shift, if you want to really know. Like I said before, with all due humility, I don't think any of us sitting here can predict that. We didn't discuss AI 3 months back the way we are discussing it today. So I really don't know what the next big change is. It's here to stay. That's written on the wall absolutely clearly. It's not going anywhere. How is it going to shift? I think the power of creators and the power of surfaces are going to be completely decentralized. A creator will hold that right. I'm hoping that we solve for the bigger point of revenue, etc. But it's going to be in the hands of a creator in a very big way. Whether it's commerce, whether it is distribution of content, whether it's anything. That's essentially where the economic shift is going to be. How do you empower that journey is practically what we do as managers and as management companies. That's essentially how I see it. But like I said, can't predict it much.
On the creator output side, I don't think any of us have any idea where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And I don't think we should have any idea also. We should take it as it comes.
And the fun part is that we're all trying different things in the way we are predicting and doing what is going to happen.
On the business side, I think there's going to be a very big change, which is already pretty prominent in all countries other than India, which is a separate model between an agency and a different agent and a different manager for any public figure.
Yeah.
So your agents are like a WMECA, and then you have your management agencies which could do different things. So your management agency will be more high touch point, will keep working with the creator artists to grow them, develop them, make them bigger, while your agent focuses purely on monetization. I think that is something that's going to happen. I also think there's going to be a lot of consolidation. So a big player will one day come and
Very interesting how
and try and buy out a lot of the smaller agencies. So ultimately, I think we'll be left with a couple of very big players, maybe 2 or 3, and the rest would be very, very small players.
So also, like, everybody's speaking about like this economy is there to grow. We also should see that the economy behind this is also going to grow. Yes. So many phones are going to get sold. So many cameras will get sold. So much equipment is going to get sold.
Ring lights.
So that's so much is to be done there. So I think that's where a separate business is being built. So that's also look into.
Every new city that gets internet is
booming
for us today.
Yeah.
We're one of the only countries which has that scale of growth and development, right? 99%, 100% penetration across so many different countries in the world. We are still halfway there. So you're literally looking at halfway canvas, which is great in terms of the growth and penetration.
I think as much as we are talking about creators to reinvent, it has been us also as agencies. We have to be more than them. We have been on our toes that what is that, and I'm not going to be able to predict, but to be ready for that next, and when a creator comes up, and that has been a major thing. I know, Filter, that we started 5 years, 6 years back, and I don't think so much. We were on different. I've transformed from different platforms, from being to all platforms. What my production team used to look like before to what it looks like now has changed. So everything. So as an agency, we believe, and what we believe in is putting through all our full team that you could be doing anything next. You are not getting trained in one thing only. If in sales, and how you do your sales also will change. How you producing content would change. What format, anything. So to be ready for us is also a very big challenge that we need to be on our toes. we can't sit. Means ऐसा नहीं है कि talent कर दिया आपने, now I can sit and just roll out and it's going. We'll have to keep reinventing ourselves. Also, I think that's a challenge for everyone. We've
I
been
think
doing.
that's the biggest challenge, and you guys are already mastering it. Like brilliant ideas.
I wish.
We stole it.
You guys are coming up with such.
We are very good at. We are very good at
Look on all your
showing
faces.
that. We are great salespeople.
I think any one of us in this genre, whenever we look at each other, and I think it's like, wow, he cracked that, and now we have a way of doing that. It's something that we have done
someone
well.
has removed a barrier.
Barrier, it is. We are all removing barriers for each other also.
yeah.
Textbook धीरे-धीरे सब मिलके लिख रहे हैं.
But yeah, there was a US study, by the way, which showed that a talent manager is the 4th most stressful job in the world.
Wow. I'm happy I'm not one.
You're the stress.
That's real, right? When your stress comes to comfort you for your money problem.
I think talent managers shouldn't watch this.
No,
Yeah, this was our entire plan to gatekeep the industry.
just
One
putting it
thing
out
I
there.
said, there are no gatekeepers.
Yeah, there's no
We started
gatekeepers
off
to
with
becoming
that,
a
we
talent,
ended
but
with
talent
this.
management is not an easy thing, guys.
All of us, we want to take a picture.
Letting you know.
Finally said it.
It's very tough.
Creators will continue to reinvent themselves and will continue to find their thing. I believe talent agencies, the onus is on talent agencies and platforms to help creators find the right complementary partners and the right kind of access that they need to grow from where they are to where they want to be. And I think as a economy, like Anurag said, we are all here to stay. Probably.
Like to ask you before, like actually, while all of this, you are like someone. मैं समय हूँ type of person. Looking at this whole, because you have started from social samosa as in means and see it, the advertising difference, and you build ketchup, social ketchup as being creator first, publishing, correct?
Yeah.
And how's that been for you? Because you've been just watching all of us do all of this and talking about it.
हम लोग सब ज्ञान बांट रहे हैं.
No, I didn't. No, because I think you are the one who's going to always be there talking. I mean, while
To us,
we
with us.
will to us with us.
We are medium of communication.
Correct. How's that for you? Like,
So for him, the only seats keep changing. He says that.
yeah, really. That's so.
It's nice of me. But like to answer your question, the way I see it, I think in the last 4 or 5 years, we've seen so many talent agencies coming up. So there is like earlier there were content creators who were not represented well or like were underrepresented, so to say. Now there is a layer of people who are looking after them. So that is a step towards like evolving towards a space where how celebrities today have a set team that helps them. So an Alia Bhatt is not running a certain business. It's a like a team that is forcing like is the force behind that particular brand. So the same way I see creators having such startups or such businesses who are empowering them or helping them. I'm not talking about the ones who are finding a problem and then giving a solution. I'm talking about the ones who are actually solving for real problems. So apart from the agency ecosystem, apart from the platforms being interested in them, I see more people being interested in creators, and I see more brands looking at them as threats is what I see. This is my conversation with brands when I have the same question when I ask them that whether creator-led brands are a threat to you, and then if that is the case that you foresee, then how are you fueling them with the kind of business that you give them and you help them grow with monetization. So that is a threat that they foresee for sure from creators, because they can't get it right the way creators get it right. And human brands are any day bigger than brands in general, which is eventually the most positive use case that creators have, that they are human brands which are much more bigger than the brand itself.
He's learned from both, right? Inside brands. That's
Next time they come and give you this problem, तो
Yes.
उनको एक solution दे देना. इन लोग से बात करो और खरीद लो बस.
Yeah, I mean that's what they are also looking at, right? So you have so many angel investors and investors who are interested in building a creator-led business, because they know that somewhere they will lose touch, but the creator would still be there,
100%.
and they need to have a piece in that particular pie.
Awesome.
Cool.
Alright.
Great.